For years now, most of us have been using computers for various tasks, whether it's streaming our favorite shows, playing video games, or doing our schoolwork. I know a lot of people from my generation grew up doing most of their schoolwork on computers, and it's pretty much still that way. While computers have evolved over time, the main components have stayed the same. There are 7 main components in a computer, and today I'm going to walk you through each one and show you exactly what they do. I have adjusted our camera angle so you can see the inside of this PC. I just put this PC together about a month ago using just parts from Amazon. Since it only has 7 components, it really is simple, and I believe anybody could do it just by following a simple tutorial on YouTube. The first component I would like to talk about is the CPU, featured under this cooling fan right here. If the CPU does not have a dedicated fan, it will overheat and cause damage to it, so that's what you're seeing spinning right here. The CPU acts as a brain, and it processes all the information on a computational level. It takes information from the RAM and processes it to perform the task required by the PC. The next component I would like to talk about is this motherboard. So this is this black background you're seeing. This is the main circuit board of the PC, and everything plugs into it. The CPU, the RAM, the drivers, the graphics card, they all plug into it, and it's powered by a 24-pin connector right here on the side. The CPU also has dedicated power up here, and the graphics card has dedicated power. But the main power goes right to the motherboard right here. Its function is to integrate all of the components so that it can communicate and operate together as one. The next I would like to talk about is the RAM, featured right here, these 2 black sticks. The RAM is a data storage device that can provide fast read and write access. The RAM keeps data ready for the CPU at all times, such as open tabs on your computer. So when you think of the RAM, you can think of open tabs on your computer, because while you may not be using it, you can instantly access it just by clicking on another tab, and the RAM gives you that option. The next component I would like to talk about is the graphics card. The graphics card, right here, this big bulky block, is the MSI GeForce RTX 3060. The graphics card processes data from the motherboard and sends the appropriate information to the monitor. So the graphics card takes signal from the motherboard and makes it to where you can see it through your monitor. The graphics card takes all the video processing burden off the CPU. The graphics card also produces a lot of heat, so it has dedicated fans on the bottom. You can't see them very well, but it also has to stay cool. The next component I would like to talk about is the SSD, which is featured behind this little black panel right back here. It may be hard to see, but the SSD is a type of hard drive that is much smaller than the standard optical hard drives. The SSD is faster than the standard hard drive and more efficient. It's also much smaller, and it can withstand a lot more damage if anything were to happen to the PC. It's a much more efficient use of storage. The next component is the power supply. The power supply, featured here at the bottom, is basically a little brick back here that plugs into your wall and converts the AC current from your house into the appropriate DC currents through this connector right here to the motherboard, so it sends the appropriate power to everything in the PC. It also has a dedicated fan on the bottom, and it actually goes under the case right here, and it keeps it cool as well because it has a lot of power running through it, and if it didn't have a fan, it would overheat and potentially cause damage. Finally is the PC case. The PC case is this white box that everything is sitting in. The PC case has fans on it. You can see 1 there and 2 right here. The fans are there to keep the entire PC cool, as it has intake fans on the front right here and outtake fans on the back. So it's pulling air through it just like that. And this keeps the whole PC cool, and the PC case actually offers a lot of additional ports, such as the USBs on top, which maybe, I don't think you can see them at this angle, but USBs on the back, USBs on top, as well as power button and some other additional features as well. In conclusion, your PC only has 7 main components that allow you to do whatever you'd like. While it may seem like something that's difficult, I think anyone could build them themselves. And now when you use your PC, you might be able to appreciate it in a different light, and maybe you'll build your own.